Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Today I would like to present a textbook entitled Understanding Second Language Process. This book discusses how people learn a second language and explain the process behind a second language acquisition or SLA. In this presentation, I will explain the book information, the summary of the book, the strength and weakness, and also why this book is worth to read. Okay, first, let me introduce the book information. The title of this textbook is Understanding Second Language Process. The book is edited by Zhang Hao Han with collaboration from Eun-Sang Park, Andrea Rivers, Charles Kam, and Ji-hyun Kim. It was published by Multilingual Matters in 2008. The book contains around 200 pages and is included in the Second Language Acquisition series. Now, I will explain the summary of the book. This book is mainly intended for graduated students, TESOL students, teacher, researcher, and people who are interested in second language. The main purpose of this book is to explain second language learning as a process, not only as a final learning result. The editor explained that many previous studies focused too much on learning outcomes, while this book tries to understand how learners actually process language during learning. Okay, the book discusses many important topics related to SLA, such as learner attention, grammar, pronunciation, working memory, pragmatic, and language learning strategies. One interesting chapter is Chapter 1 by Michael Swartz-Smith. In this chapter, he explained that language learning is not only conscious learning. Even when learners study grammar, language acquisition can also happen subconsciously through language processing. Another important chapter is Chapter 2 by Vivian Cook about multi-competence. This chapter explains the second language learner should not always be compared to native speaker because bilingual learners develop their own language system. I think this idea gives a more positive perspective toward language learners. I will talk about the strength of the book. The first strength is that the book covers many important topics about SLA. It discusses grammar, learner attention, memory, pronunciation, pragmatic, and focus on form in one textbook. This helps readers understand language learning from different perspectives. Okay, the second strength is that the book is written by experienced researcher and expert in applied linguistics and SLA. Some contributors are Vivian Cook, Patsy Lightbow, Kathleen Bardovi-Harlick, and Zhang Hao Han. Because of this, the information in the book is academically strong and trustworthy. The third strength is that the book is useful for teacher and researcher. The book helps readers understand how learners process language and how teaching method can support language learning. Okay. Besides the strength, the book also has some weakness. The first weakness is the academic language. Some chapters use difficult vocabulary and complex explanation. For example, in Chapter 1, discuss concepts such as metalinguistic knowledge and conceptual structure. This might be difficult for beginner or undergraduate students to understand. I will explain why this book is worth reading. I think this book is very useful because it helps readers understand how second language learning really works. The book explains not only grammar and teaching method, but also how learners think, how memory works, and how language is processed in the brain. Another reason why this book is worth reading is because it encourages readers to think critically about language learning and teaching. Okay? One important idea from the book is that second language learners are not failed native speakers, but learners who develop their own language system. I think this idea is very meaningful, especially for future teacher and TESOL students. There are also several benefits of reading this book. After reading this book, reader can understand SLA theories more deeply, understand learner process better, improve their critical thinking about language teaching, and gain more language about modern research in language learning. This book is especially beneficial for TESOL students, English education students, teachers, and researchers. In conclusion, understanding second language process is a valuable textbook that discusses second language learning from many perspectives. Even though some parts are difficult because of the academic language, the books still provide many important theories, research findings, and useful insight about language learning. Overall, I think this book is informative and worth reading for anyone who wants to understand second language more deeply. Thank you for listening me and bye.